Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a match from the Home Story Cup, specifically the Stay at Home Story Cup from 2020. That wrapped up a few weeks ago. It's going to be Bly versus Ptitdrogo here on Zen, the latter edition. Top right-hand corner, it is the red Zerg player, Bly, on fire. And in the bottom left, it is the blue Protoss player, Ptitdrogo. So two elite European players going at it here today. Should be excellent. I figured it's been a while since I've cast a Bly game. So hey, here it is. Pool first here at about 16 supply, not a 12 pool, a 16 pool. So not quite as early, but kind of nervous for Ptitdrogo nevertheless, because he put his gateway on the low ground, but it's blocking off this little bit of space that Zerglings can get through, workers can get through, Marines can get through. Actually, everything you can get through there just in single file. And probe scouting. Yes, this is why Protoss players probe scout. He's hiding the drone, and then he's going to go for the hatch to avoid the hatch block. He's like, hang on a second. That is a pool first play. There's a hatch going down right now, but I'm too late. I am too late. Much to my everlasting shame, he hid the drone from me. Alright, so no proxy hatch here from Bly. And the Nexus is going down here for Ptitdrogo, right after the gateway, and then a cyber core. When he has enough money, there it is. And then a second assimilator and a pylon, whatever order you want. And after that, it is up to you, Protoss players, to decide what you want to do. You want to open up Stargate, you want a Robo Facility, you want a Twilight Council. It really is your choice. 6 Zerglings coming out, 2 to chase the probe, 4 to just go across the map and see what's going on. I hope you're enjoying these casts, especially during this time of quarantine where maybe you have more time at home than you normally do and you don't know what to do with yourself. And hey, Falcon caster here every single day, okay? That is the thing. There are StarCraft casts on my channel every day. StarCraft 2 casts 6 times a week, sometimes 7 depending on how I'm feeling. So if you need StarCraft in your life every day, this is where you need to go. Twitch, youtube.com/FalconPaladin. I'm also streaming on Twitch every day recently, twitch.tv/FalconPaladin, which, good gravy. So the Lings got in. This seems really bad for Ptitdrogo all of a sudden. How did... He knew there were Lings on the way. Why was this not walled? Ptitdrogo. Okay, he has an Adept and a Zealot. He is making a Stalker. He should be fine. He's got more workers than Bly does, because Bly went for the pool first, and he made these Zerglings instead of making drones. So, again, this is happening to you, Protoss players. Don't freak out. Don't be like, oh, I'm hopelessly behind. No, you're not. You're actually ahead. You have 23 workers to the 18 the Zerg player has. He's trying to get stuff done to even this up. It's not happening. So, Ptitdrogo... pretty happy about how things are going, if I were to ask. Oh, it's a Roach Ward and Roaches. Okay. This is pretty as all in as you're going to get if you're Bly. Which, what else do you expect from Mr. Bly on fire? Other than these shenanigans? He's trying to hide the Roaches. The Adept is like, where? What is happening here? If we kill this Overlord, that might help. But this is a Ravager. I assume these Roaches will be turned into Ravagers eventually. The Adept gets recalled. Whoa. Nice. Pulling back to the wall. There is the Stalker. The Ravager is here, though. Oh, killing his own Zerglings a little bit. But the Lings are inside the house. No, you can't lose that pylon. He's going to lose the pylon. He powers all of the things. The Artosis pylon comes into play, ladies and gentlemen. The Ravager at the back, trying to kill what it can. Probes are trying to get a surround on these units. That is never good for Protoss, but if he can hold... he will not be in a terrible position. Look, he's on 2 bases. He's got 20 workers to the 18 that Bly does. It's the same thing I told you 2 minutes ago. If this happens to you and you don't die, you're probably in a good spot. You're probably doing just fine. Still, the harassment is unending from Bly today. First it was Zerglings, now it is Ravagers. The Immortals are here. They don't do bonus damage versus the Ravagers or the Lings, but they just have good damage output anyway. And they hit from a distance. So the trick here is, if you go out there, you get surrounded by Lings. And if you don't go out there, then the Ravagers just bile down your stuff infinitely over time. Shield battery here. We can pull back to the shield battery as necessary. It's a tense situation here for Ptitdrogo. That pylon is getting healed up, actually. Ooh, a Ravager goes down. Dude, I think Ptitdrogo might hold on here. I really do. The French Protoss versus the Ukrainian Zerg might be able to pull this off. Again, the time here is on the Protoss player's side. The longer this goes, as a Stalker gets picked off, the better it is for the Protoss. The longer it goes on, the worse it is for the Ukrainian. Oh, he's making more Immortals here. He's going to lose the Cyber Core, I feel like. It's close. It's really close to losing that Cyber Core, and he can't heal it either. So, yeah, it's done. Corrosive Biles, it's out. The door is open. Do you want to flood in with the Lings or not? There are shield batteries here and sentries. We can trap you inside. What an intense game one this is. Holy crap. All right, we're going for it. Lings on the inside. Going after that pylon to depower the Robo. Does depower the Robo. The Immortal getting focused by the Roaches a little bit, but a Roach does go down. A Ravager goes down, rather. Oh, Adept spawns on the outside. How'd you get over there, Adept? I don't know, but the shield battery saved your life. Dude, this is nuts for game number 1. Holy cow. Immortals firing. Roaches? You don't want Roaches when there's 2 Immortals out. I can tell you that much. Don't pull too far out. Don't pull too... Oh, he lost a sentry. He lost a sentry. Dude, Lings got inside the house. How'd they get inside the house? It's 18 to 19 workers right now. This is insanity. This is like an 18-19 drone all-in out of Bly. Ptitdrogo gets some force fields up, kills a Ravager, he could kill a Roach there if he wanted to. Bly continuing to be forced to pull back. Zerglings here. There's an Immortal to defend the house, though, and the Lings are dead. And for all the damage that Ptitdrogo has taken today, he's still ahead. It's 2,600 resources lost for Bly, 1,700 for Ptitdrogo. Ptitdrogo doing all right for himself. Bly has a bit of some spikes of income there. I think that's largely when he had to pull some workers out there. Ptitdrogo did in this game, but this is insanity. This is so good. Yeah, Bly is showing no indication he wants to expand at all. He's making more drones, though. He is making some drones back home. He's going to try to get up there in economy, but I mean, Ptitdrogo is kind of saturated on 2 bases, but not really. Shield battery down to Corrosive Bile. Dude, this... Seriously, though. What is happening here? Lings running in the back way. Force fields them in. Ooh, force fields them out. Almost trapped them in this area and murdered them all. But the second force field did not come. I'm not sure if there was energy for it, actually, as that sentry does not have enough energy for it. Fair enough, lads. Look at third base on the way from Bly. Okay, we might be stabilizing here. Dude, how the Lings get in? That's the problem with having a wide open something, is Zerglings can always find an area to get in. Okay, well, Ptitdrogo, seriously though, where are you? You just let those Lings roll in there. 7 probes have gone down. 8 probes have gone down. He has to pick up his probes to keep them alive. That Immortal, though, 17 kill Immortal, is a veteran of this process today. Zealots in the mineral line trying to help it. 9 probes have been killed thanks to the game hard interface. Corrosive Bile catching an Immortal right in the face, but Ravager goes down, and they're being chased by a Warp Prism with 2 Immortals in it. Why are there all these Overlords over here? I guess there's not much they can shoot up, so they're fairly safe. We're warping in some Stalkers to deal with that. This Zergling has 0 kills and will be killed by a probe. Sooner rather than later would be my guess. Gonna keep an eye on him or what? Dude, is this a bad rally or is this bait? I kind of feel like it's bait. This isn't open, right? That's not open. Okay, army supply 38 to 37. This is intense. This is stupid intense right now. These are Bly games, you guys. This is why I went to Bly today. For the fun of it. This is the Ling counterattack. We're here. We're here in your house. The probes are trying to fight. The Zealots are kind of trying to deal with it. Ptitdrogo has to recall everybody to deal with these Lings. He just has not been able to secure that northern side of his natural base at all. Zealots in here trying to deal with the Lings, but there's 100 Zerglings right now. 11 more probes have gone down. The third base is up for Bly. He's making 20 Zerglings. He smells blood. He is out for blood here. He does not want to out-macro Ptitdrogo. He wants to kill him now. And he might have done it. I'm looking at it. It's 28 to 26 workers. Yeah, army's bigger for Ptitdrogo. But as long as this is open, he will continue to hemorrhage probes. He has lost 36 probes today. And he's down 3. in the worker count to Bly. Dude, okay, so we've got pylons here. He's got a pylon there. So we're walled off this way. Lings can't just run right into the mineral line anymore. That's a good thing. Zerglings going for that little attack. You knew they were going to. The sentries don't want to engage. The Lings are like, ah, I see. Well, we can kill some shield batteries, maybe. Oh, that Zealot warping, though. He got... Oh, shield battery, though. Immortal Zealot. These overlords, are they just here to delay Ptitdrogo's attempt to go other side of the map and get stuff done? Dude, he's trying. He is trying. That third base, I think it's done for Bly. Is he... he's not really making a move to try and save it. Okay, third hatch down. That's bad. Definitely not ideal if you're Bly. The immortal count is 4. It's not insane, but it's good. Bly has a billion Ravagers all of a sudden. Army supply is 74 to 49 in favor of Bly. But again, you can have more army supply as a Zerg player and still lose just because cost efficiency matters. Zergling... Oh, Zealots get caught out and killed. More Zealots getting caught out and killed here. You can't just donate units to the Zerg army, man. Ptitdrogo, he has to recall out Bly. This is really scary all of a sudden right now. Oh, but the Immortal drop inside. This might be getting an epic tag. This match, though. Immortal's sniping drones inside the main base. He knows the army's away. Let's kill some queens. Let's kill some drones here. Zergling's popping out to deal with this. The Warp Prism does get in there to save him, but the queens are very scary, and one Immortal does not get saved. Bly showing up with all of the Ravagers of the known forces right now. Ptitdrogo holding on as well as he can right now. It's 75 to 33 total supply. Bly is way up. The Ravager count is insane. There is no answer to these Ravagers, really. Again, Immortals do okay against them, but they're not the answer. Bunch of Zerglings cruising on down, and I don't know if Ptitdrogo can hold this. I'm looking at it. It's not feeling good. The Immortal gets surrounded, and that's your good game. There is no coming back. There it is. Bly is your winner in game number 1 of our sneaky twofer. Or maybe not too sneaky twofer because I called it game 1 like 10 minutes ago. But maybe you noticed that. Maybe you didn't. That was nuts. I thought there was a second there. Ptitdrogo was going to win that game when he killed this third base, when the Immortals were killing drones in the main, but then suddenly there were so many Ravagers and so many Lings and no splash damage at all. There were no Disruptors. There was no Colossus. There was no Storm. There was no chance to tech up to anything for Ptitdrogo in that game. What was he working on? He was working on gateways and Charge. Charge would have been nice. I think Charge would have been really nice against those Ravagers, but no. All right, so game 1 goes to Bly with one of the more aggressive games I've ever seen at the professional level. I mean, that was just non-stop, man. That was early Lings into Roaches and Ravagers and more Lings and more Lings and Lings getting in and killing all of the probes today. 63 probes died. Okay, so let's go into game number 2. Don't leave your seat. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back very soon. Game 2 of our sneaky twofer is here on Simulacrum. Bottom right, Bly. Top left, Ptitdrogo. Red versus blue. Did you know you can change your color for your own ladder games? It's under options and... oh boy. What is that option that takes you to the team colors and colors of your own team? I don't remember. But if you ask me about it, I'll put it in the description to respond to you because I read every single comment. You guys know that by now. And here we go. Bly, you gonna go pool first here? You gonna go pool first? Nope. 16, 18, 17 based on this drone. Ka-chunk! 16 supply at 300 minerals. Right on time, Bly. And this is not a forge. Man, I want to see a cannon rush against Zerg at the highest levels. Maybe I'll find one and cast it next. Hey, but if you have any particular games you want me to cast, something from Home Story Cup, or maybe from an ESL event, or, I don't know, Cheesadelphia, anything that's not GSL, I can definitely cast it. Let me know in the comments. I'll read it and respond. Hey, look, it's a proxy hatch from Blood. I thought that red dot was an overlord. Okay, well, correct response here is about 6 or 7 probes pulled off the line to kill it while the Zealot is warping in, because the Zealot by himself can't get it done. You want to kill this thing before it finishes, because if it finishes, you're in a world of hurt. So there we go. That's going to force a cancel. Bly going for the proxy hatch, because of course he's going for the proxy hatch. He's Bly. Oh, and he threw down the evolution chamber onto the corpse of his canceled hatchery, and then the drone escapes with its life. Oh, the circle of life here. Third base getting blocked off. Is Bly going for a third base? I guess should be a question you're asking right now. He really wants to block. Look at him block this thing. This is so amazing. Usually it's Protoss players doing this, but the Nexus goes down because there's a Zealot really keeping that drone away for the most part. And same story over here. Pro block on the attempted third base from Bly. The drone says, forget this. I have better things to do with my life. 8lings in production. Overlord just hanging out, recognizing you probably don't have a Stalker yet. Stalker's not really useful in what you're trying to do. Zealot moving out too. Okay, so we're moving out with the Adept and the Zealot. I kind of like this. The probe trying to see if there's anything happening. There are 8lings in production, though. So this Adept is probably going to get surrounded after scouting this third base. And yeah, I mean, ooh, the jukes, though. No way. Oh, we got out. Ptitdrogo, Gosu maneuver there, guy. That was beautiful. I like that a lot. This drone is still alive, mind you. There's a Stalker on the way now. Stalker can kill this drone. It's fast and it has range, so that counts for everything. Stargate opening. We got a bunch of lings heading up this way. So this is more than your average number of Zerglings. There's no way. They're just not getting through this, right? Like, not even close. They're not killing any of these buildings. Unless there's a Baneling nest coming up. Is this like a weird 3-base Baneling bus? No, it is not. The Zerglings considered doing something, but the wall is robust. And as a result, they decide to go home and defend, which is kind of crappy, but I guess we'll use them to kill this debris while we're doing nothing with them, because otherwise those drones would have nothing to do. Yeah, robotics facility and a Twilight Council. Did he cancel the Stargate? He canceled the Stargate. Did the Stargate get scouted? I bet the drone saw the Stargate. Oh, what a play from Ptitdrogo. Trickiness for the trickster is what this is. So he's going to go for... Boy, this could be an Adept all-in. I mean, it's going to be a little bit delayed because, again, the natural was delayed, and it's been kind of a weird game because it's Bly. Like, you don't play normal games against Bly, it turns out. But, yeah, this could be Resonating Glaives and Warp Prisms and badness. This has killed Serral before. Look at the Spores, too. He just spent some drones on Spores that will do nothing for him. Yeah, oh, hang on. Zealot Charge. What the? Who opens Zealot Charge anymore? Charge Lot all-ins are not a thing. Look at these lings trying to get stuff done. Silly lings. Tricks are for kids. And an Observer. I don't know what Ptitdrogo is doing here, you guys. Who gets an Observer in Charge first? And a Templar Archives. Charge Lot Archon. That's a strategy that works at the lower levels. I'm actually kind of playing Protoss a little bit lately, and one thing I like to do is Charge Lot Archon. Because it's very A-move and doesn't require much micro. But it's fun. It's really fun. The Charge Lots absorb a ton of damage, and the Archons are back there just like blah, blah, blah. We're going to kill everything, especially if you're Zerg, because we do bonus damage versus biological, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, very, very entertaining, especially before, a ton of Ravagers show up, in which case you're in a lot of trouble. But Lair coming in from Bly here at about 5.5 minutes. He does have a Roach Warren on the way. It's more Zerglings than you really want to make if you're a Zerg player. It's a problem with being aggressive in ZVP is you got to get so much done or you're just behind. Or you have all these Zerglings that are doing nothing for you, right? These lings are scouting, but you could accomplish this with a Zergling and you would have like 10 more workers. I mean, sure, you're up 58 to 48. You have an advantage, but this could be more advantage, is what I'm trying to tell you. Fourth base coming up from Bly at the third base location. Observer sitting here, seeing everything that's happening. Spreading creep using Overlord poop. Loving that stuff. Warp Prism with Archon Harass? I don't even... Why? Okay, Archon Harass it is. Did he finish the charge? He finished the charge. He's going to warp in some Zealots here with the Archons. Watch it. Hey, look at the Zealots. Oh, the Roaches are like, wait, what? Yeah, that is a canceled hatch. You are not saving that hatchery, Roaches. Good attempt, really. Great attempt. But no. Yeah, look at this. Zealot Archon. Not bad against Roaches. Not ideal. But you can get some stuff done. That's a lot of Roaches all of a sudden, though. So the Zealots are left to die, and the Archons will be saved because they are heroes of the Daylom. 2 drones go down. Got some Zealots here to the natural base, too. Good drone pull getting out of there. Look how fast those Zealots are, man. Queen transfused and kept alive. Nice transfuse there. Zealots going after drones, but also really inexplicably want to go after the Roaches. It would take... I'm trying to decide if it would take too much APM for there to be a switch that you would flip on a unit to tell it, your job is to kill workers. You do that. You ignore everything else. You go across the map, you find some workers to kill, and you kill them. Right? That'd be nice. Because then they wouldn't get caught up on these Roaches and die for nothing. You want them to be killing drones here. That is their whole purpose in life. But on the other side, though, right? If you have like 10 Zealots doing that and like 3 Roaches show up, you want to kill the Roaches. So you have to flip the switch back or like manually tell them to attack the Roaches. I don't know. Just trying to think of some things that would make StarCraft a little bit better for the player is what I'm going for here. Roach, again, who does this? Who does 3 Roach attacks in 8 minutes at the 3rd base of the Protoss? Bly does. That's who. This dude, though, the non-standardness is oozing from his veins. Swarm hosts and Aspire. Who? What? What is going on? Or do you have a Nidus? No? Who goes 11 Swarm Hosts without having a Nidus? Structures tab. Help me out here. No? Great. Okay. Well, I mean, the Roaches trade pretty well against Archons without question, but the Immortals are the problem. The Immortals have always been the problem for these Roaches. That bonus damage versus armored, and the Roaches don't have a ton of HP anyway. Yeah, pretty good stuff. So defensive Swarm Hosts are not good. But that's what Bly is doing. These are defensive Swarm Hosts. How weird is this? Dude, you clicked on this because you wanted weird stuff, right? But this is just overwhelming, man. I do not see this happening. This 3rd hatch is done. Defensive Swarm Hosts are bad because there's a 41-second cooldown between waves of Locusts. And during that cooldown, they're nothing. Look how they're nothing right now. They're taking up supply for Bly and not contributing anything to the home defense. Dude, Ptitdrogo's like, I think we got this. Did he lose his observer? He does not have an observer. This is pretty gutsy from him, I gotta say. The Locusts, here we go. Just standing and fighting against the Locusts, I do not recommend exactly. But Ptitdrogo knows more than I do, and by golly, that worked out for him. The Roaches are getting wrecked. The Warp Prism Micro is sick. And suddenly, it looks like Bly's about to be a 2-basing Zerg. 2-basing Zerg do not beat 3-basing Protoss. I don't care who you are. It's not happening. Hatchery down. Ptitdrogo. Sick play here. But again, the defensive Swarm Hosts, just mind-boggling from Bly. Why would you do this? Like, if you're forced to do this because you go Swarm Host, Nidus, and your opponent shows up before you really have anything else, then you have to defend with the Locusts. I get it. I do. But that's not what this was. This was like, I'm making Swarm Hosts without a Nidus. And I mean, I guess Ptitdrogo did move across the map here, but that's your good game. I gotta check some final kill tallies on these units because these Archons and Immortals have a lot of kills. 19 kills, 8 kills, 22 kills, 20 kills on that Archon, 5 kills on that Archon. That guy's got 8. I mean, this is pretty good stuff. Archon Immortal. The Zealots took the brunt of a lot of that, right? I mean, they're completely dead. How many of them died, you might ask? Well, 43. Not bad. 43 Zealots down. But when your resources lost, it's 7,000 for the Protoss and 11,000 for the Zerg. Nope, not going to happen. Just not. 34 drones down, 2 hatcheries down, army at your front door. You're done. If you're a Zerg player and there's a Protoss army at your front door of your natural, like 98% chance you're finished. Just GG out. So I don't know what the Spire was for either. What the heck, Bly? Who the heck goes Roachling into Swarmhost Spire? I don't see it. Obviously, it didn't work. This might just fall under the old Day 9 adage of, if your opponent's doing something weird, just go kill them. Speaking of which, Day 9 is going to be a special guest commentator at TSL 5, coming like May 17th or something. I don't know where it's going to stream because there is no streaming service announced for it yet. It's kind of strange that way, but I'm very interested to see Day 9 talking about StarCraft again. I love it. And I do wonder how much his recent video about Brood War, getting as much attention as it did, maybe decided to draw him back into StarCraft a little bit, because it's been a long time. But I love that guy. I like Day 9 so much. I'm so glad he's going to be talking StarCraft. I'm going to have to watch that. But anyway, yeah, good stuff, man. This is Game 2 here was just Ptitdrogo saying, I don't know what you're doing, so I'm going to kill you with Archons and Immortals. I hope that's fine. Obviously, it was not fine. But that is going to be it from me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. And you take care of yourself.